This is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
.45, this is the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation. Here is the news edited by Danushka Madhavala, assisted by Surangani and read by Geethanjali Ramanayaka. The headlines. The first discussion with the village program in the Northern Province will be held in Vaunia today. It has been stressed that the pure coconut oil is good for health. Alut Sahal Mangalaya will be held in Anuradhapura today and tomorrow. A new state mechanism for local spices. Special security arrangements for the Easter Sunday masses. US open to direct talks with Iran at a meeting on nuclear deal. Second test between Sri Lanka and West Indies ends in a draw. Local news in detail. The first discussion with the village program in the Northern Province will be held in the Vedivaityakallu Gramanildari Division of the Vaunia North Divisional Secretariat Division in the Vaunia district today. The Bogaswa Mahavidyalaya premises have been selected for the discussion. This is the 17th in a series of discussions with the village program. The public forum, which begins at 10 a.m., will be presided over by the President Gotabaya Rajapaksa with the participation of people's representatives, including ministers and MPs of the district, secretaries of ministries, heads of various institutions and officials. The Vedivaityakallu Gramanildari division is located about 38 kilometers east and south of Vaunia town, bordering the Padaviya and Kabithigollava divisional secretariats and Nandimitra village west of the Anuradhapura district. Chairman of GMOA specialist Dr. Padiniya says pure coconut oil without any mixture of any other substance can be considered as a healthy hygienic food substance. The use of pure coconut oil in the daily food could be helpful to reduce heart problems, nerve, skin, tooth and nail protection. Netherlands and Germany are the leading countries in the world which use large amounts of coconut oil for their domestic use. The BCC company, which are scheduled to be sold by the previous government, has resumed its activities locally again. This is a good move to provide pure coconut oil to the local residents. This venture could be a sustainable solution to many problems relating to impure coconut oil usages, Dr. Padiniya added. This year's Alut Sahal Mangalaya will be held today and tomorrow in front of Sri Mahabodhiya in Anuradhapura. The event has been organized for the 54th time in the modern history. President Gotabaya Rajapaksa will preside over the ceremony. Commissioner General of Agrarian Development Department P.H. Abhiratna said that rice collected from farmers all over the island has been brought to Anuradhapura at present. It has been reported that only 1,300 types of consumable goods out of 6,000 types imported to the country are being tested at the customs. State Minister Lasantha Alagiyawanna says that decision has been made not to release imported coconut oil and chili powder until the test reports are received. This mechanism will be implemented to the other types of goods in the future. Minister Dr. Bandula Gunawardena says that more attention will be focused on local spices and a new mechanism with the mediation of the government will be created in the future. Pepper and Gamboj or Goraka farmers will be given good prices for their products in the future through Lanka Satusa. A kilogram of pepper is being purchased by the government for 800 rupees at present. Police media spokesman DIG Ajit Rohana says that special security arrangements have been made for the Easter Sunday masses tomorrow. The police headquarters has given relevant instructions to the provincial and divisional heads of the police department. Security arrangements have also been made in all churches at the Good Friday masses held yesterday to mark the Jesus Christ crucifixion. The government has decided to reduce the prices of several goods in view of the upcoming Sinhala and Tamil New Year season. Trade Minister Bandula Gunawardena said the relevant items can be purchased at reduced prices from Sathusa outlets starting next Monday. This was announced during a press briefing held at the Trade Ministry yesterday. Accordingly, 1 kilogram of brown sugar will be sold at 115 rupees. The current price of 1 kilogram of brown sugar sits between 150 rupees and 165 rupees. Meanwhile, the current price of 100 grams of tea produced by the State Trading Corporation, which stands at 135 rupees, will be revised to 95 rupees. The consumers will be able to purchase 500 milliliter of soybean oil, which is now priced at 550 rupees at a concessionary price of 310 rupees. In the meantime, the price of 100 milliliter bottle of hand sanitizer has been brought down to 250 rupees, the Trade Minister said further. This news comes to you from the Sri Lanka Broadcasting Corporation.
The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life.
Dinesh Gunawardena, Foreign Minister of Sri Lanka, was elected to chair the 17th session of the ministerial meeting of the Bay of Bengal Initiative for Multi-Sectoral Technical and Economic Cooperation. Presiding over the conference held in Colombo on the 1st of April, Minister Gunawardena stated that the Charter of the Association of Parliamentarians of BIMSTEC member states should be finalized early. After finalizing the Charter, the parliamentarians are more likely to be committed to the democratic principles, and there will be opportunities for them to exchange views and information on the parliamentary practice, the minister pointed out. The member countries of the BIMSTEC, Bangladesh, Bhutan, India, Myanmar, Nepal and Thailand were also connected with Sri Lanka virtually during the meeting. The minister also stressed the need to expedite the implementation of the BIMSTEC Transport Connectivity Master Plan prepared by the Asian Development Bank. Addressing the BIMSTEC meeting, the minister said that the constraints faced today during the COVID-19 epidemic by the transport links, including coastal navigation, waterways, ports and harbours, which have been used for centuries, should be studied and plans should be made to suit the supply of air cargo, public relations and regional development in the future. The Sri Lanka delegation to the ministerial meeting was held by the State Minister for Regional Cooperation, Taraka Balasurya. That was local news.
Introducing Speed Investment with Sri Lanka Insurance, the only insurance policy that increases your sum assured by 5% every year for the same premium amount. You also get a bonus payment at maturity. What better plan to have when you can invest now and relax later? The Speed Investment Plan from Sri Lanka Insurance. Give a high five to life. Sri Lanka Insurance. Like a father, like a mother.
A mother knows the pain of each member of the family. Siddhalepa, the trusted relief for aches and pains.
An effective therapy for relief from cold, sneezing, flu, headaches, swelling due to toothaches, rheumatic, discomforts, and muscular aches and pains. Siddhalepa, the Vidya Mahatmya in every home.
The main news story is brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
An extraordinary Gazette notification has been issued extending the validity period of driving licenses which expire between the 1st of April and the 30th of September this year. Accordingly, an extension of 6 months has been granted for the driving licenses starting from the original date of expiry. The relevant Gazette notification, signed by the Minister of Transport, Gamini Lokuge, was published recently. That was our main news story.
The main news story was brought to you by Siddhalepa Vidya Mahatmya.
Brush your teeth twice a day for healthy teeth and gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, your trusted brands in oral care for many years.
Supiriviki Ayurvedic toothpaste for adults. Kakulu Ayurvedic toothpaste for kids. 9 Ayurvedic ingredients of Supiriviki will protect your teeth and strengthen your gums. Supiriviki and Kakulu, products from Siddhalepa.
In Watchlight this morning, the High Commission of India has invited applications for ICCR scholarships for 2021 and 2022 for Nehru Memorial Scholarship Scheme, Maulana Azad Scholarship Scheme, Rajiv Gandhi Scholarship Scheme and the Commonwealth Scholarship Scheme. The necessary details are available in the website of Ministry of Education at www.mohe.gov.lk. That's www.mohe.gov.lk. Prospective students are advised to approach the Ministry of Education in Sri Lanka or High Commission of India in Colombo to learn more about the eligibility criteria and the selection procedure. That came to you in Watchlight.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polybasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
World News headlines. US open to direct talks with Iran at meeting on nuclear deal. Chinese foreign minister meets 4 ASEAN counterparts. Bangladesh to produce AstraZeneca vaccine locally. World News in detail. The United States has confirmed it will take part in a meeting in Vienna next week on the Iran nuclear deal and said it was open to sit down directly with Tehran. The European Union announced on Friday the in-person meeting of all parties to the 2015 nuclear deal, formerly known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, from which former President Donald Trump withdrew in 2018, instead imposing a maximum pressure sanctions campaign. China's foreign minister has been holding a flurry of meetings with his counterparts from 4 ASEAN nations as maritime disputes in the South China Sea and the coup in Myanmar loom large. Wang Yi has been holding talks separately with the foreign minister of Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia and the Philippines since Wednesday. In a statement issued by China's foreign ministry, Wang said his country hopes the Association of Southeast Asian Nations will play a key role in promoting stability in Myanmar. He said Beijing supports the bloc principle of non-interference in the internal affairs of member countries. The Bangladesh government has requested AstraZeneca to authorize production of its COVID-19 vaccine locally. A proposal was sent to British-Swedish multinational pharmaceutical company seeking its technology to produce the vaccine from seed or vaccine in bulk. He said the government wanted either seed or vaccine in bulk from AstraZeneca to manufacture or bottle the low-cost and widely used vaccine. Virus seed and host cell banks are raw materials to initiate vaccine production. Asked whether Bangladesh has the capacity to produce the vaccine, the health minister said there are few pharmaceutical companies capable of it. To end this bulletin of world news, the headlines again. US open to direct talks with Iran at meeting on nuclear deal. Chinese foreign minister meets 4 ASEAN counterparts. Bangladesh to produce AstraZeneca vaccine locally. That ends World News.
World News. Brought to you by courtesy of
the best discount in this Urdu season, People's Leasing Polybasi. Enjoy an interest rebate of 25% from People's Leasing for all the leasing facilities during this Urdu season. Call 011-206-300 for more details. Conditions apply.
People's Leasing, the trusted leader.
Development News is brought to you by CIB Nivea offer valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
Republic of Korea ambassador Senhash Wujinjang, in a bid to enhance its cooperation and support to the Northern Province, met with the Governor of the Northern Province, PSM Charles, in Colombo. During the meeting with the Governor, the ambassador discussed ways to promote the economic and cultural ties between Korea and Sri Lanka. Both sides discussed opportunities to explore potential in trade, infrastructure development and tourism in the Northern Province. That's development news.
Development News was brought to you by CIB. New Year offer. Valuable gift vouchers for every bill payment during 1st to 10th April. 20% discount for bank card holders. Our place, our product. CIB.
In sports news, it's cricket. Dimuth Karnaratne hit 75 and soaked up 175 deliveries in a century stand with Lahelu Thirimana, and Osh the Fernando struck an unbeaten half-century of his own later in the day as Sri Lanka comfortably batted out a draw in Antigua. Missing Shannon Gabriel for part of the day due to hamstring complaint, West Indies were only able to take 2 Sri Lanka wickets on a pitch that had become slower and lower for the quicks and yet did not take substantial turn for the spinners. Only the occasional delivery misbehaved, and that was usually out of the rough. Each of the 4 Sri Lankan batsmen who came to the crease in this innings appeared comfortable. Even if the quicks occasionally took the edge, the ball was likely to die well before it reached the slip cordon, as long as it had been played with soft hands. Rakeem Cornwall, meanwhile, threatened the inside edge with his straighter deliveries, but none of the thick edges was a viable catch for the fielder at short leg. At no stage was there the dramatic fast turn often seen in South Asian on the 5th day to envenom the slow bowlers. That's sports news.
Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply. Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money.
The Colombo Stock Exchange has approved an application by the Ceylon Electricity Board to issue senior unsecured listed redeemable rated debentures at an issue price of 100 rupees, amounting to a potential capital raising of up to 20 billion rupees. The initial issue will consist of 100 million debentures with an option to issue up to further 100 million debentures at the discretion of the CEB in the event of an oversubscription of the initial issue. This will pave the way for CEB to raise 10 billion rupees in capital initially, with an option to raise a further 10 billion rupees subsequently. That was Business News.
Business News. Sponsored by National Savings Bank. The safest place for your money. Contributory deposit of 1,000 rupees from NSB when your child enters grade 1. Open a Hapan Children's Service account for your kid today. Higher interest. Conditions apply.
Economic news, courtesy of...
I bought my daughter a laptop for her work by managing my finances. Whatever the expenses may be, I can't afford to miss out on life's special moments like her birthday or our anniversary. So you need to invest to make your family's future flourish.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
The World Bank, in its twice-a-year regional update, says prospects of an economic rebound in South Asia are firming up as growth is set to increase by 7.2% in 2021 and 4.4% in 2022. But growth is uneven and economic activity well below pre-COVID-19 estimates, as many businesses need to make up for lost revenue and millions of workers, most of them in the informal sector, still reel from job losses, falling incomes, worsening inequalities and human capital deficits. That's on Economic News.
Saving money isn't easy when you have responsibilities. That's why we promise to give you the best returns and guarantee on your investment. LOLC Finance Fixed Deposits. Maximize your savings. LOLC Finance PLC, incorporated on the 13th of December 2001, is rated SLA stable by ICRA Lanka Limited and is licensed by the Monetary Board of the Central Bank of Sri Lanka under the Finance Business Act number 42 of 2011.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
The Sri Lanka's Meteorology Department expects heat felt on the human body to go up to extreme caution levels in Polonnaruwa, Trincomalee, Batticaloa, Ampara, Morragala and in the Hambantota districts today. The rest of the island, with the exception of the central province, may experience caution level heat on the heat index, the Met Department said. That was the weather report.
Weather report was sponsored by
Dialogue, in partnership with the Ministry of Education, introduces Nanasa, a trilingual educational mobile app with video-based lessons for grade 1 to A-levels. Now your child can study with ease on your mobile with no subscription fee.
To end this news broadcast, the headlines once again. The first discussion with the village program in the Northern Province will be held in Vaunia today. It has been stressed that pure coconut oil is good for health. Alut Sahal Mangalaya will be held in Anuradhapura today and tomorrow. A new state mechanism for the local spices. Special security arrangements for the Easter Sunday masses. US open to direct talks with Iran at a meeting on nuclear deal. Sports news, second test between Sri Lanka and the West Indies ends in a draw. That ends this news broadcast, and back to Mario.